Hello guys, this is Dr. Chinmay and you're watching Med Talks India where we talk about interesting medical facts in simpler ways. Today we are going to discuss about the second part of one of the most important topics that we have started, that is hypertension. Before proceeding further, I must request you to give your opinion about the video by hitting the like or dislike button, and don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you can remain ahead in the world of health. So without wasting any more time, let's talk. Now, how common the condition hypertension is? Around 1.13 billion people in the world, that is 113 crore people in the world, are having hypertension, and it is growing every day. 1 in every 5 women and 1 in every 4 men are having hypertension. Of course, the men are at increased risk, either it be hypertension, diabetes, or even COVID 19. Now, what are the risk factors that can lead to development of this condition? The most common risk factors are cigarette smoking, either it be passive or active smoking, that can lead to development of this condition. Diabetes mellitus is a risk factor. Similarly, hypertension itself is a risk factor for diabetes mellitus also. Dyslipidemia or hypercholesterolemia can lead to hypertension. Overweight and obesity is also a risk factor. Physical inactivity and low fitness is of course a risk factor for any kind of chronic disease. Unhealthy diet, all these are modifiable risk factors. At the same point of time, there are few non-modifiable risk factors such as chronic kidney disease, family history of hypertension, increased age, low socioeconomic and educational status, male gender, of course, obstructive sleep apnea, and psychosocial stress. Now, the significance of knowing about all these non-modifiable risk factors is, if a person is having any one or a combination of these risk factors, they should start avoiding these modifiable risk factors in fast hand. Secondly, they should keep on monitoring and tracking their blood pressure level at regular intervals so that if at all they will develop hypertension, it can be diagnosed as early as possible, because the key factors in management of hypertension or any chronic disease is early diagnosis and proper therapeutic intervention to control the condition. Now, coming to the complications that can develop due to hypertension, the complications due to hypertension can be compared with a domino effect, where if the first domino falls, all the subsequent dominoes will keep on falling. And here it is a presentation of the most common organ or organ systems that are affected due to hypertension. First is brain. Now, the most important cause of stroke in brain is hypertension actually. Similarly, it affects the eyes, leading to vision loss. It affects the heart, leading to heart failure, heart attack, etc. It also affects the urogenital system, leading to kidney failure and sexual dysfunction. Similarly, subsequently, it will affect almost all the organs and organ systems of our body. Now, how we can prevent ourselves from developing hypertension? Of course, I have already discussed about the modifiable risk factors, and we can target those first. For example, we can limit our salt consumption to less than 5 grams daily. Similarly, we can start consuming more amount of the fruits and vegetables. We should avoid saturated fat, trans fat, tobacco consumption, alcohol consumption. At the same point of time, we can be physically active every day to reduce the incidence of hypertension. We should avoid the consumption of illicit and recreational drugs. We should also avoid the consumption of the herbal supplements. Now, there are a lot of drugs and supplements available in the market which do not have any proper preclinical or clinical trial data, so we don't know about the safety, efficacy, potency, and long-term outcomes of these drugs. So, it is advisable to avoid those drugs. Similarly, few food contain tyramine, which should be avoided for those people who are consuming antidepressants such as monoamine oxidase inhibitors. In simple words, if a person is consuming antidepressant drugs, they should avoid food like cheese so that hypertension will be controlled properly. People should limit the consumption of certain substances like alcohol to less than 1 drink per day for women and less than 2 drinks for men. Similarly, caffeine should be limited to less than 300 mg per day, which is around 2 to 3 cups of coffee. Similarly, people with severe or uncontrolled hypertension should avoid frequent consumption of decongestants and some cold medicines also. Now, what is the strategy to manage hypertension? World Health Organization has devised a strategy that is called as HEART strategy. Here, H stands for healthy lifestyle and counseling, E for evidence-based treatment protocols, A for access to essential medicines and technology, T for team-based care, and S for systems for monitoring. Now, how people with risk of development of hypertension or with hypertension can be involved with the management of the disease? Here are few non-pharmacological interventions that the people should do themselves. First is weight loss or weight reduction for people who are overweight or obese. It is very effective. Second is heart healthy diet. People with risk of hypertension or with hypertension should start consumption of heart healthy diet. One of such diet strategies is DASH diet. DASH stands for dietary approaches to stop hypertension. About DASH, I have already discussed few points in previous slides. In summary, I can say that the people with risk of hypertension or with hypertension should start increasing consumption of fruits, vegetables, whole grain cereals, legumes, etc. Similarly, they should reduce the consumption of saturated and trans fat, alcohol, tobacco, junk food, etc. so that overall dietary output of hypertension will be increased, enhanced. Sodium restriction is one of the cornerstones of management of hypertension. Similarly, potassium supplementation can also help so that the sodium potassium ratio will be maintained. Increased physical activity with structured exercise program is a key factor to manage hypertension. Limitation of alcohol consumption to less than 1 in women and less than 2 in men, and if possible, avoidance of alcohol will lead to a healthier heart and reduction of the rate of hypertension complications. So thanks for watching the video. Before ending the video, please subscribe to the channel. Take care, be healthy and keep smiling. Thank you.